Hey guys, this is Kyle or Vulcan Wolverine. It's November 25th and I'm leaving the Home Depot. So this video is going to just be called Going to Home Depot. Just want to keep my camera on because they're really, I guess the guy, he thinks he's hurting me so bad, so he's really up in the vehicular stalking with his connections to DHS. I guess he's lying to his handler or whoever he talks to. Another FedEx truck going by over there. Guess he thinks it'll make me look crazy or whatever. And it does. I mean, the targeting does. It makes you look paranoid and crazy. But I want to get it on video anyway, you know, because it's the truth. And we got to go with the truth. My dad once told me, and I stick with it, you know, he said, the truth is the truth is the truth. And these people work with lies and deceit. So I'm just going to, no matter how crazy the truth looks, and no matter how many people don't believe it, I've still got to go with the truth. My parents, my grandparents taught me to do that. They taught me to be a good person. I actually said that to my stalkers. I said, you're not dealing with a mess of microwaves and somebody that you're cooking. My name is Kyle, and I told him my last name, and I said, you know, I've been raised by good parents and good grandparents. You are facing an American who will fight for his rights and fight for the life of others. You know, they laughed at that. They just mocked it. They're like, bullshit. This guy's bullshit. You know, because they're trying to false flag me. They're trying to, like, you know, hurt me so bad, and then use the remote neural monitoring, and then, you know, so I don't understand it, because the whole program is like, you know, watching out for crazy people or people who are dangerous, but they're actually hurting people, and then these people go out in society like me, and I'm not going to do anything dangerous or anything, but they want me to. They want me to do crazy stuff, so it's like they're causing the dangers in society, and they're getting all these people to vehicular stalk. So it's doing the opposite. It's doing the opposite of what they say they're doing. There's a white van right there. Not sure if it's a stalker. There's a lot of white vans that I see. Guy with the trailer. And one stalker, I mean, he saw so many people with trailers, and like they'll use that because it's such a normal thing for people to have. And people who you tell that you're being stalked, they'll be like, that's just it's a guy with a trailer. There's lots of them, but the frequency of it is what targeted individuals are talking about. It's not that they see these things. It's just that they see these things in weird spaces or weird, you know, weird times, and it's very frequent. It's so frequent that it can't be coincidental, you know. I don't see any one lights or anything like that. This guy, he was in the Home Depot, and now he's kind of like right by me. You know, he parked by me and then went in at the same time, and now he's like right by me. So he may be a you know, ground stalker. I guess I'll call it a ground stalker. One of the street theater stalkers. I know a lot of people say they see people in stores and they have cell phones and they'll mess with their cell phones, and maybe that's like the GPS people, or you know, communicate where they are. I saw a lot of that in Home Depot. I wish I could have gotten it on tape. I really don't want to go into a store though and you know, have my video camera up in people's faces. I just think that causes trouble. I want to do this as subtle as I can, so I don't cause trouble, but that I show the truth. And I think that's what we should all do. I'm not saying don't go into stores and videotape, because this is a big deal. Like, people they're crazy. They think they're, I guess, spies. They think they're like James Bond, American James Bonds or something. They get delusions in their head about what they're doing, you know, but they're really just hurting people. They're hurting people that are trapped in their houses, and then they go out and then they're harassed. It's not what these people say it is. They're lying. I mean, this whole thing is a lie. These people are really hurting me. Really, in the remote neural monitoring And I know this is a hard thing. Some people may not have it that bad, but it really screws with your head. Like, I mean, it screws with your head so that you can't really think. You can't think well. And I really think last night, because I have this little car thing, and when I go to my parents and I bring it there so that it'll buffer some of the remote stuff, and when I get home, I plug it in and I put it where I sleep, because it's like 3 times as powerful as the personal defender. And I had that in my head. I was like, I'm going to get my Diet Coke, and I'm going to get that and plug it in. And then I went and got my Diet Coke, and I went back to bed, and I was like, there was something else I had to do. There's something else. And I could not remember for the life of me. There's a fire and rescue. That's part of the DHS Fusion Centers. It's sad because they're fire and rescues and EMS workers, and I'm being microwaved, and they just kind of caravan around me, and it's like a joke. It's like a joke. And I know there are young women. There's like 70% of target individuals are women, which we all know. And it's like these women are being basically raped with microwaves and cooked, and worse. And then, then the EMS workers and the fire rescue go ahead and stalk them. There's a change light right in front of me, right when I'm coming up to it. Let's see how long it is, because I can't turn on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, okay, this is long, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, okay, this is long, 32, 33, 34, okay. That's like a regular, time for a red light to appear, but he did, switch it, right when I'm coming up to it. They do that all the time. When I was going to Home Depot, he didn't do it, but I think when I'm out for a long time, he prepares it, he gets it ready. I don't know if he gets somebody else to do it, like somebody who is actually working the lights. Maybe the person that's working the grid of the lights, but they have cameras so they see you come up, and then they'll change the lights. This one's green, good. Not seeing a lot, that's good. Could be because I'm filming though, and that's alright. That's alright. I see, my thing is, like, if I see stuff that's cool, their gang stalking is very bold, but if I deter them by turning on a camera, that's good too. If I deter it, it's good. If they do it, it's good. You got to do that with this. You got to say whatever they do is okay. I'll turn it into, good for me. Like, good. I'm not being stalked because I have a camera on and people are being more careful. That's okay. Like, I mean, be happy about that, and just whatever they do, whatever kind of tactics they use, try and be like, okay, I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that to either get information or deter them, or, take that time where you're deterring them to kind of relax and not be harassed. And none of this vehicular stalking really bothers me. I just want to get it on tape. The stuff that bothers me a lot is the actual directed energy weapon attacks. They've really hurt me. Like my whole front of my face hurts, and like the front of my head from it. So it's like my cheeks. It's hard to talk. It's really serious. But what happened is I moved a plate over to the other side because I was like, man, maybe my other neighbors have a remote station and not just ground weapons. But then what I did this morning is I ended up moving it to the back of his house, and it reduced it. It reduced it greatly to where they're not it's not the force on my chest and my shoulder. So what that proved to me is that it was my neighbor hit me remotely at my parents' house. It wasn't those drones or anything like that. yeah, I think they just surveil or whatever. There's a one light car right there. That's not a one light car. Sorry guys, it's not a one light car. Sometimes it looks like it, like because the glimmer of the sun or whatever. So it's good. I didn't see any one light cars on the way back, and I take that like I'm glad. I deterred some of that. You know, they didn't stalk me because I'm videotaping it. That's great. I take that as a good thing. Deterrence is a wonderful thing. Like if you're trying to get evidence and stuff like that and they stop doing it, it kind of sucks because you're like, you look paranoid on the video or whatever. But to me, I want to use it. It's good. It's like I had time to rest. Which the vehicular stalking, I rest through it. I mean, I'm not stressed out about it at all. Did see a lot of trailers though and FedEx trucks though on the way back. I just want to kind of keep my camera on just in case. Usually I'll drive into my neighborhood and people will be driving out of their driveways at this time. Like a lot of people. But probably not now. I have my camera on. That's what I don't understand. They try and hide this a lot. Like they try and hide what they're doing, but it's like, you know, DHS fusion centers, like I don't understand. If this stuff is so important to do and it's the right thing to do, why are they hiding? Like why do they hide it and make us look crazy? Like it's all covert and stuff like that. Like why do they do that if it's so righteous? Because it's not righteous. That's the thing. Alright. I'm going to kind of wait a little while. I'm going to kind of sit in my car. A lot of cars come down the street. Like, not a lot of them have one light. Some of them have one lights. Like when I was with my friend, you know, some of them have one lights. What kind of worries me, that house that my camera's on right now, it's a rental house, and the other people moved out, and then somebody moved in there, and a red car came to visit them, and then this red car like drove, like zoomed by. I mean, like really revved up their engine when me and my mom were in the front yard, and it was like a vehicular harassment. So it made me think, like, oh my God, the new people in there, you know, they are already involved right when they moved in. But I can't be sure, you know. And they're hitting me with so much stuff. There's the guy, that guy definitely knows about it. I don't know if he's involved. The guy getting his mail. He went out to get his mail right now. He always wears an army shirt. I know he knows about it. I don't know how involved he is. He might be involved in the vehicular stalking because I see his car going out at the same time, but I don't know if he's involved with directed energy weapons or anything. I don't even know if he knows that these people are hitting me with directed energy weapons. But him and his wife, they'll ride bikes like around me, like when I come out. They haven't done it in a while. But you notice that, like, right when I came home, he came out to get his mail. A lot of people do that. They'll go out to get their mail, like, right when you're coming home. They do stuff that's very normal looking to other people, but they do it at a frequency to target individuals where it gets weird. It's bizarre. And that's the whole thing. They want to make you look crazy. They want to make you look like, oh, that guy's going to get his mail. He's stalking me or something like that. And it works. I mean, some people who watch this video will be like, you are super paranoid. But my thing is, I have to show it. It's true. So I have to kind of go through it and just show it, and try and just gather a lot of this stuff on video. As y'all know, I'm going to be making a lot of videos. You know, in the future. I've got a couple of videos I got to publish, but they are messing with my phone now. Like, I can't put anything out on YouTube. on the computer because they stop it. And so I went to my phone to put up stuff, but then